Good evening, guys. In the last session, we discussed how to host one static website in Apache 2 server, which is installed in EC2 instance. In last session, we discussed below topics: installing Apache 2 server in EC2 instance, installing Apache 2 server in EC2 instance, transferring files from Windows to Linux using WinSCP. Transferring the files from Windows to Linux using WinSCP. Hosting static website. Hosting static website. Hosting static website in Linux. Got it? Yeah, guys, these are the topics that we have discussed in the last session. Installing Apache 2 server in EC2 instance, installing Apache 2 server in EC2 instance, transferring files from Windows to Linux using WinSCP, hosting static website in Linux. This is what we discussed in the last session. Good. Now, here I have taken EC2 instance. I have taken EC2 instance, EC2 machine, EC2 machine. In that EC2 machine, I have taken Ubuntu OS. In that EC2 machine, I have taken Ubuntu OS. Ubuntu is Linux distribution. Ubuntu OS I have taken. In that Ubuntu OS, I have installed Apache 2 server. In that Ubuntu OS, I have installed Apache 2 server. Apache 2 server is used to run web applications. Apache 2 server is used to run web applications. Now I have HTML file, .html. To develop any web application, we are going to use HTML files. So this is what I have done in my EC2 instance. This is what I have done in the EC2 instance. Using AWS Cloud, I have taken one EC2 machine. In that EC2 machine, we have installed Ubuntu OS. Ubuntu is one of the Linux distribution. In that Ubuntu machine, we have installed one server, which is called Apache 2. Apache 2 is a HTTP server, which is used to run web applications. Web applications will be available with the .html extension. Web applications will be available with .html extension. Web applications will be available with .html extension. So I kept .html files here. Now here, guys, for this EC2 instance, we have configured one security group. For the EC2 instance, we have configured one security group. What is that security group? That security group is going to allow the traffic, allow HTTP traffic. If any HTTP request comes to that EC2 instance, then that traffic should be allowed. That traffic should be allowed by that security group. The traffic should be allowed by security group. Good. How to access the EC2 machine now? right guys? Now, so this is what we have done. How to access this machine now? How to access this machine? For this machine, we are having IP address. For this machine, we are having IP address. That is a public IP. Let me configure this public IP. So whenever we access this public IP, the Apache 2 server is running. Now, this machine is acting. This machine is acting as a Apache server machine now. When I access this IP, it is accessing my website. Good. Now here, I am having my Windows machine, guys. I'm having my Windows machine, right? Here, let me take this side. I'm having my Windows machine. Here we are having a Windows machine. This is my personal computer. This is my personal computer. This is my personal computer. Inside this personal computer, I am using one software called WinSCP software. In this personal computer, I'm using WinSCP software. Okay, right? Now my personal computer is having which operating system? My personal computer is having Windows operating system. My personal computer is having Windows operating system. My personal computer is having Windows operating system. Got it? Fine. In this Windows machine, I have some HTML files. I have some HTML files and I have some assets also related to that HTML. This is my website content. This is my website content. Website files. Got it? This is my website files. This is my website files. Got it? One second. Website files. Now I have some website files here. Files. What are the files available? HTML files are available and some assets also available in my machine. Now what I am doing is I want to deploy my website in the EC2 instance. I want to deploy my website in the EC2 instance. In order to deploy the website in the EC2 instance, I have to transfer these files from Windows machine to Linux machine. I want to transfer the data from Windows machine to Linux machine. I want to transfer the data from Windows machine to Linux machine. How can I transfer the data from Windows machine to Linux machine? For that only, I am using transfer data, transfer files. Transfer the files from Windows machine to Linux machine by using WinSCP. By using which software, guys? WinSCP. Okay. Now here, my website is hosted in Linux machine. Now, end users are going to access our website. End users are going to access our website by sending a request to EC2 instance by using IP address. End users are going to access our website. End users are going to access our website by sending request to EC2 instance. Now, this is machine 1 and this is user 1 and this is user 2, this is user 3. Now, here user is making a request to our website. By sending a request to the URL, user is sending a request to this Ubuntu machine. The request is going to the Ubuntu machine directly, or the request is going through static, security group. The request is going to the Ubuntu machine directly, or the request is going through security group. Request is going through security group. This is one HTTP request. This is one HTTP request, and this is one HTTP request. Are you guys able to follow this? Are you guys able to follow this? Come on. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand what we have done in the last session? I have my personal computer. In my personal computer, I have some static website files. Some HTML files are available. Some asset files are available. They are available in my Windows. HTML files can be executed in the browser directly. but whatever the website I have in my computer, I want to deploy that website in the Ubuntu computer, Ubuntu machine. That Ubuntu machine is available in AWS cloud. AWS providing EC2 service. Using that EC2, we have created one machine with Ubuntu OS. Right. In that Ubuntu OS, I have created or I have installed one Apache 2 server. Why Apache 2 server? Apache 2 server is used to run web application. Apache 2 server is used to run the web application. Okay, this is having a IP. Now, sir, that's fine. Ubuntu OS machine is available and you have the data in the Windows machine. How you transfer the data from the Windows to Linux? That's where we have used one software called WinSCP software. By using WinSCP, I connected to my Linux machine. By using WinSCP, I connected to my Linux machine. WinSCP is used to transfer the data from Windows to Linux, from Linux to Windows by using drag and drop. By using drag and drop, I connected to this Linux machine and I have transferred my data. Okay, how can we connect it to the WinSCP? I will show you once again, guys. Let's look at this WinSCP. Let's look at this WinSCP. WinSCP is asking host name, username, password. Host name is nothing but IP address of our Linux machine. I want to connect it to Linux machine. Okay, username I know, that is Ubuntu. Password I don't know. Password I don't know. Then what I'm doing? I'm going to this advanced button. I'm going to this advanced button. SSH option in this authentication is there. In this private key file, click on this, upload our PPK file. From the PPK file, we can connect to that Linux machine through WinSCP. Click on OK. Now I have selected this. Click on login. Click on login. Yes. Now it is authenticating the public key and private key. Now can you see here, left side, my Windows machine is displaying, my Windows file system is displaying, right side, my Linux file system is displaying. Now, do you understand? Do you understand how we connected to Linux machine using WinSCP now? Guys, last Saturday session was a little bit fast because of time constraint. So that's why I'm repeating the concept again. I have seen your messages in the chat, in the Telegram group. So many people are asking how to connect to WinSCP, how to create the security group. So many people are asking that doubt. So I thought of repeating that once again to give you 100% clarity. Now, do you understand how I connected to my Linux machine using WinSCP? Do you understand how I connected to my Linux machine using WinSCP? So do you want me to connect it once again or it is clear for you? Right, my WinSCP got closed. My WinSCP got closed. Now I want to connect to that Linux machine once again. In order to connect to the Linux machine, let's copy this IP. Go to WinSCP. Go to WinSCP. Yeah, it is asking host name. Host name is the IP. Password is what? Password is Ubuntu. Sorry, username is Ubuntu. Password, go to advanced, SSH, authentication, private key. Now select this, click on OK, click on login. Click on login. With this, I'm able to connect from WinSCP to Linux. You see the Linux, currently I'm pointing to home directory Ubuntu folder. In the Ubuntu folder directory, one is there, F3 is there, file 3, file F3, file 1, file 2. Can I take the data from the Linux machine to Windows machine? Can I take the data from Linux machine to Windows machine? Yeah, F3 is there. Just to select this F3, drag and drop here. Now see, F3 file which is available in the Linux machine came to my Windows machine. F3 which is available in the Linux machine came to my Windows machine. Able to understand? Able to understand? Now, can I copy the data from Windows to Linux also? Can I copy the data from Windows to Linux also? Permission denied. There is no right permission for this user. So do you know how to give the right permission for the user? chmod command. By using chmod command, we can give the right permission. By using chmod command, we can give the right permission. You understand my point? Good. Fine. With this, we are able to transfer the files. With this, we are able to transfer the files. Now, when I access this URL, http:// this IP address, then what is happening directly? Apache server is executing. That Apache server is running my index.html files. Where is my index.html file? Go to WinSCP, select the full system root. Inside the root, where folder available? Inside the where www, inside that HTML, this is my index.html. This is the path where I have my index.html. This is the path where I have my index.html. Earlier, we have some default HTML file. Earlier, we have some default HTML file, and now we have kept one static website here inside the where www HTML, index.html. Whenever you access the IP, this HTML file is getting loaded. Whenever we access this IP, this HTML file is getting loaded. Are you guys clear with this? Are you guys clear with this? Perfect. Now, after keeping this HTML file, directly can we access the EC2 instance, or security group is required for that? Directly can I access the EC2 instance, or we need the security group for that? We need the security group for that. Now, currently, it is having two security groups. One is Launch Wizard 10 security group. Another one is My Security Group _ new. My Security Group _ new. Okay, that security group is available for that. Why? What is there inside the security group? If you don't have that security group, go here in the EC2 dashboard. In the EC2 dashboard, left side menu, you can see security groups under network and security. Go to the security groups. You see what are the security groups available here. Now select the security group. This is the security group I have created. If you don't have it, you need to create that security group. Inside the security group, what is available? One inbound rule is available. One inbound rule is available with 80 port range. That means any HTTP request comes to this EC2 instance, that request should be allowed. Are you able to understand my point? Are you able to understand my point? Whenever HTTP request comes to this EC2 instance, let's allow. For that, I have created one security group. I have attached that security group to our EC2 instance. How to attach a security group to the EC2 instance? Go to the instances which are running, select this instance and go to action, instance networking, change security group. Which security group you want to assign, you just select it and click on assign security group. Then the security group is added for that EC2. That security group is added for that EC2. Why we are adding that security group to the EC2? HTTP request with the port range as 80. HTTP request with the port range as 80. That means that is the inbound rule I have added. That is the inbound rule I have added. HTTP 80, I have added that as a IBR. That is inbound rule. Any incoming request comes with a HTTP, we need to allow that. Inbound rule added. Inbound rule added for security group to allow incoming HTTP requests. Inbound rule added for security group to allow incoming HTTP request. Inbound rule added for security group to allow incoming HTTP request. This is what I have done in the last session. This is what I have done in the last session. Are you clear with this? Hosting static website in Ubuntu OS. Hosting static website in Ubuntu OS. hosting static website in Ubuntu OS. I hope you are comfortable with what we have done in the last session. Got my point? Okay, fine. Next one, let's go to putty ls-l. There are some files are available. Guys, now I want to create one Java program and I want to run that Java program in the Linux machine. I want to create one Java program. I want to run that Java program in the Linux machine. So do you know how to create empty file in the Linux? Which command we will use to create empty file in the Linux? By using touch command. Touch welcome.java. Now, can we see the content of that file? Can we see the content of that file? Cat welcome.java. Is there anything available in that file? No. Can we edit that file? What is the command that we use to edit that file? vi welcome.java. That file is in the editable mode. Now, can I insert some data? What I need to do to insert the data into that file? Okay, now I am in the insert mode. Let me write one simple Java program, public class welcome. Guys, if you are not from the Java background, don't worry about it. This is very basic file I am writing. Basically, I am a Java developer. I just want to show you how to install the Java. Okay, public class welcome. Inside this, I am going to write one method, public static void main string arguments, and I'm writing one SOP statement, system.out.println. System.out.println, welcome to Ashok IT. Welcome to Ashok IT. This is my Java program. If you run this Java program, it will print welcome to Ashok IT message. Okay. Now I have edited this file by using VI editor. I have created one empty file with a name called welcome.java. In that file, I have created one simple Java program to display welcome message. If you are not a Java programmer, you will not understand this file. Leave it. It's not required for you because you are going to become a DevOps engineer. You are going to become AWS engineer. You will not write the Java programs in the company. You need to know how this Java can be installed in this computer, how to install the Java. That's it. Now I have completed my program. I have done my changes. How can I save the changes and edit? How can I save the changes and quit this file? What I need to do to save the changes and quit this file? Yeah, colon. What I need to do here, guys? Escape colon WQ. Escape colon WQ. Right. I have edited that file. Can we see the content of that file now? Cat welcome.java. Now, can you see this program? Guys, non-Java programmers, here, this is Java is case sensitive. If you see welcome is available in the uppercase, remaining things are in the lower case, string S is uppercase. These are programming syntaxes, guys. I will give you this file. You need to write as it is. Okay. Now I have a Java program. I want to execute the Java program. In order to execute the Java program, I need to execute one command, javac welcome.java. This is compilation. Now, when I try to compile, what it is saying that command javac not found, but can be installed with sudo apt install default JDK. So what does it mean? Java is installed in our machine or Java is not installed in our machine? Guys, can you please tell me, Java is installed in my machine or Java is not installed in my machine? Java is not installed in my machine. This is the point that you have to understand. Tomorrow, development team will write the Java programs. They will give you the Java programs. As a DevOps engineer, you need to deploy the Java programs in the server. You need to run the Java programs in the server. You should know how to run the Java program. You don't need to know how to develop the Java program. I have given you a Java program which is called welcome.java. there is a small program available which will print a welcome message to the console, which will print a welcome message to the terminal. In order to run that Java program, first you need to compile the Java program. In order to compile the Java program, I'm executing one command, javac space welcome.java. In order to compile the Java program, Java software should be available in the machine. Now, same program, if I write in my Windows machine, can you see here? Let me go to our folder. Ashok IT 01 DevOps. I'm creating the same file. Well, I mean, this is, I'm going to keep it as welcome.java. That's it. This is my welcome file. Let's open this file. Keep the code, whatever I have written in the EC2 instance. I'm going to keep that file. Edit with Notepad++. Okay. Now I have saved it. Close this. Next one. Open the command prompt here. What is the command? javac welcome.java. It is compiling my Java program. javac space welcome.java. Yeah, compilation successful. Once the program is compiled, you can see .class file is generated. Now let's run it. Java space welcome. Are you able to see welcome to Ashok IT? Am I able to run my program in the Windows machine? Am I able to run the program in the Windows machine? Come on, guys. Am I able to run the program in the Windows machine? Yes, I'm able to run the program in the Windows machine. What does it mean? Why I am able to run my program in the Windows machine? Why I am able to run my program in the Windows machine? Come on. Java software is available. Java software is available in my machine. Java is installed in my Windows machine. But if you see in the Linux, am I able to run that program? Am I able to compile that program? In the Linux, I'm not able to compile that program because Java is not installed. Then what we need to do? Install the Java software in the Linux machine. To execute the Java programs, to execute Java programs, we have to install Java software. To execute Java programs, we have to install Java software. Okay. What is the command that we are going to use to install the Java software? What is the command that we need to use to install the Java software? It is only displaying sudo apt install default JDK. Okay. Let's paste this command. Enter. It's installing. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Java software installed in my Linux machine. Java software installing in my Linux machine. Okay. So this is the command. Sudo apt install default JDK. By using this command, by using the above command, we can install Java software. By using above command, we can install Java software in Linux machine. By using above command, we can install Java software in Linux machine. Okay, fine. After installing that Java, we can check which version of the Java got installed. After installing the Java software in the Linux, we can verify which version of the Java software installed by using version. Yeah, it is installing JDK 11 software. It is installing JDK 11. It is installing JDK 11. Got it? Yeah. Almost completed. Perfect. Java software installation got completed. How can we verify Java is installed or not? Java space hyphen version. Now, can you see Java software installed? Can you see the version of the Java? Can you see version of the Java? Which version of the Java is installed? Java 11 installed. Okay. To check after installation, we can verify which version of Java installed. What is the command that we need to use? $Java hyphen version. $of Java hyphen version. By using this command, we can verify which version of the Java is installed in our machine. Okay. With this, Java installation got completed. Can we compile the Java program and can we execute the Java program? Can we compile the Java program and can we execute the Java program? Yes, guys. Now here, my Java program is available with a name called welcome.java. Java programs will end with the .java extension. Now, this Java program cannot be executed in the machine directly. This Java program should be compiled. Once the Java program is compiled, then this Java program will be converted into .class file. Now, when we run this Java program, it is going to launch one JVM, that is one virtual machine, JVM, Java virtual machine. That Java virtual machine will provide the output to the operating system. This is the execution process of the Java output. This is the execution process of the Java program. Java program, it contains source code. That means whatever the code I am writing in the Java, that code is called as source code. That is human understandable code, but not the machine understandable code. That source code we are compiling. Java program should be compiled. When we compile the source code, it is going to generate bytecode, which is generating bytecode. Java virtual machine, a platform to run the program. It will take care of execution. Now here I am running my Java program. JVM. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine, which is used to run the Java programs. It is used to run the Java program. Whatever the bytecode is available, it will convert that bytecode to machine understandable code. Output will be displayed in the OS. This is Java program execution flow. Java program execution flow. Now, there are so many Java people available in this group. It is very basic fundamental concept for you. But for non-programmers, there are people who join directly for the DevOps. For those people, I'm telling you how the Java program is going to execute in the real time. Okay. Developers will write the source code. Guys, tomorrow, developers will write the source code like this, Java programs. Now, how to execute the Java programs? Java programs cannot be executed. Java programs cannot be executed in the computer directly. No, it's not possible. Java programs should be compiled. Why we are compiling? Source code we are converting into bytecode. Can I execute the bytecode in the computer directly? No, bytecode also we cannot compile. Bytecode also we cannot execute. Bytecode should be converted into Java. Bytecode should be converted into machine understandable code. For that, JVM is a virtual machine. Whenever you install the Java, then you will get the JVM that will compile, that will execute the Java program and will provide the output. Okay, this is the flow. How to compiling Java program. Compile Java program. In order to compile the Java program, the command is Java space file name. Java space file name. Okay. Java space file name .java. Run the Java program. Run the Java program. In order to run the Java program, Java space file name. Java space file name like this. Now go here. we have files na ls-l. Can you tell me what is my Java class Java program file name? Welcome.java. How can I compile Java C welcome.java? Java C welcome.java. Now it's compiled. Can you check it? ls-l. ls-l. Can you see that Java program converted to dot class file? Can you see that Java program converted to dot class file? What is there in the dot Java file? What is there in the dot class file? That Java file contains the source code. When I compile my Java program, it created a dot class file. Dot class file contains what? Bytecode. Now I want to run the Java program. Java space welcome. Java space welcome. Now are you able to get the output? Welcome to Ashok IT. That is the output we are getting from the Java program. That is the output we are getting from the Java program. Are you able to follow this? Are you able to follow this? How to install Java software, how to compile the Java program, how to run the Java program. In the last session, we discussed how to install Apache server in the Linux. Today, we discussed how to install Java in the Linux, how to install Java software in the Linux. How to install Java software in the Linux. Similarly, we can install Python, we can install .NET, all the softwares we can install in the Linux based on our requirement. Cool? Yeah. So read these points, guys. To execute Java programs, we have to install Java software. How to install the Java software in the Linux? Sudo apt install default JDK. By using above command, we can install Java software in the Linux machine. After installation, we can verify which version of Java installed. Java space -version. Java program execution flow. First, we are writing the source code. That source code we need to compile. For compilation, we have Java C filename.java command. Whenever you compile the Java program, it is going to generate the bytecode, which is a dot class file. Then that bytecode we have to run. For running the Java program, we are using Java command. Whenever you run the Java program, JVM will start, which will allocate the memory required for the Java program, which will execute the Java program. Once the Java program is executed, we got this output. We got this output. Okay. Now, cat welcome.java. I will give you this program also, guys. You can type it. You can type it. So basic Java programmers don't need to by heart this, but non-Java programmers, for you people, I'm giving this file. Just write as it is, guys. Lowercase letter, uppercase letter, everything is important here. Lowercase letter, uppercase letter, everything is important because this is a program. We have to follow the syntax. You have to write the program like this only. Don't change it. Small letter, capital letters. Write as it is. Whatever is there here, you just write as it is. Whatever is there here, you just write as it is. You don't change anything. Sir, here you have given a capital S. Can I give small s? No, it will not work. Sir, you have given 3 dots. My favorite number is 4. Can I give 4 dots? No, it will not work. Because this is the syntax of the Java. This is the syntax of the Java. You got my point? You got my point, guys? You got it? Fine. Very good. Very good. So with this, we understand how to install Java, how to install Apache in Linux. Guys, you can set such kind of things in the Google also. If you want to install Java in Linux, install Java in Ubuntu, because we are using Ubuntu OS. Install Java in Ubuntu. You just Google it. Install the Java runtime environment. How to install Java on Ubuntu. Easy to tell you the screenshot. Installing. How to install Java on Ubuntu machine. Okay, this is Ubuntu logo. This is Java. How to install it. Cool. Installing. First of all, sudo apt update. Sudo apt install default JDK. This is the command they are using. Then you press yes or no. Then it is going to install it. Sudo apt update. JRE you can install. JRE also will be installed. Install Oracle Java 11. If you want to install a specific version of the Java, you can specify that version also. You can specify specific version of the Java also. Okay. Once that is installed, you can verify which version of the Java is installed. Java space hyphen version. You can verify that version of the Java also. Install specific version of OpenJDK. How to install specific version? I want to install JDK 8. Sudo apt install OpenJDK -8 -JDK. Then Java 1.8 version will be installed. Java 1.8 version will be installed. Like this, you can just search in the Google how to install the Java software in the Linux. Whenever you install by using OpenJDK, it is installing latest stable version of the Java. That is Java 11. That is the Java 11. But what is the latest version of Java in the market? What is the latest version of Java in the market? The latest version of Java is Java 17. But can you develop a project with Java 17 which released 3 months, 4 months back? No. There may be some issue. That is the reason whenever you execute this command, it is installing the last stable version of the Java, which is Java 11. 17 is a new version. There may be some issue with the 17. People are using. After 1 year, you will understand 17 is stable or not. Okay. Simple example, sir. Whenever you purchase a car, first day only can you tell that car is working fine? If you drive that car for 1 month or 2 months, then you will realize the behavior of the car. So similarly, Java 17 is latest. Whenever the new version of Java comes, people will not use the new version immediately because there may be some issue. We don't know. We don't want to take such a kind of risk. So that's why Linux also is not taking that kind of risk. So it is installing the last stable version of the Java. Sir, how to install specific version of the Java? How to install specific version of the Java? You can execute this command OpenJDK 8, OpenJDK 11, OpenJDK 17. Like this, you can install specific version of the Java. We can install specific version of the Java using below command. Some projects may have a requirement. Now, by default, it installed Java 11. For example, in my company, my project is using Java 8, not Java 11. My project is using Java 8, not Java 11. Then I need to install Java 8 or I need to install Java 11 in the EC2. Install Java 8. We can install specific version of Java using below command. We can install specific version of the Java using below command. I hope you understand my point. Why I am telling you this point. Some projects may have a requirement. We want to use only Java 8. We want to use only Java 7. We want to use only Java 8. We want to use only Java 7. Or we want to use only Java 17. Such a kind of requirement will be available. Then you should know how to install specific version of the Java. You got it? You got it how to install specific version of the Java now? Yes. Yeah, just read these points. All of you, please read these points. To execute Java programs, we have to install Java software. Using this command, we can install the Java. It is picking up the version of the Java which is stable. By default, it is taking Java 11 now. After 1 year, same command may install Java 17. Okay. After installation is completed, we can check the version of the Java installed in our machine by using Java-version. Now, generally, how Java programs are going to execute, this is the execution flow. Java programmers will write the source code. That source code should be compiled by using Java compiler. That compiler will convert the source code to bytecode. That bytecode we are going to run. Then JVM will start. JVM will execute the Java program. It will provide the output. What is the command to compile the Java program? Java C space file name .java. Now run Java program Java space file name. Okay. This is the simple program I am giving for non-developers. For non-Java programmers, you can write the program as it is. Don't change anything here. Because as you are not a Java programmer, you don't know syntax of the Java. You just follow this file, you write it. Uppercase letter, lowercase letter, everything is important. It is case sensitive program. Now, how to install specific version of the Java? To install the specific version of the Java, you can go for sudo apt install openjdk-8. openjdk-8. To install specific version of the Java, you can go for sudo apt install openjdk-8-jdk. It is going to install specific version of the Java. It is going to install specific version of the Java. Got it? Got it? Fine. Good. All of you please practice how to install the Java and how to run the Java program in your machine in the Ubuntu. Okay. Harsha, you are using Mac OS. You are not able to download WinSCP. So what is the option for? I will check it, sir. I have never worked with Mac OS. I will check it today. How can we transfer the data from Mac operating system to Linux using any GUI software? I will check it and I will update you on that, Harsha. I never used that Mac OS. I will check it once. Good. Fine. Next one. Guys, we need to work with some networking commands in the Linux. We need to work with some networking commands in the Linux. We need to work with some networking commands in the Linux. Okay. Now, so our machines are connected to internet. So whether our machines are working correctly or not, we need to check it. First of all, I want to check IP address of my computer. I want to check IP address of my computer. For that, I am using ifconfig. ifconfig I am executing. Is it executing or it is not executing? Command ifconfig not found, but can be installed with sudo apt install nettools. Copy this command, execute it. Here also I'm installing that command. Nettools I'm installing. Nettools I'm installing. Yes, it installed successfully. Okay. Now execute ifconfig command. Now, can you see that? Can you see that the details which is displaying here? Can you see the details which are displaying? inet, netmask, broadcast, inet6, 80, low, like that some IP address, the details which are displaying here. It is displaying the details of our machine. So these are some networking commands are available. Some networking commands are available. We need to talk about those networking commands in the Linux. So one of the command is ifconfig. One of the command is ifconfig. Got it? Similarly, there is a one more command called ping command. Ping google.com, which is going to check, are we able to connect to the Google or not? Are we able to connect to Google server or not? Ping command. Now, similarly, let's execute some more commands like ping facebook.com. Are we able to connect to the Facebook server from our machine? Yes. My machine is connected to internet. Facebook server is also connected to internet. I'm able to connect to the Facebook. I'm able to check the connectivity between my EC2 instance and the Facebook. Yes, successfully we are able to connect it by using which command? By using ping command. Similarly, there is another option called curl command. Curl google.com. Curl google.com. It is the document has mode ls-l. Now you see here now when I'm executing curl command, it is getting some data. 301, it is mode. Document was mode. ahref http google.com. Now let me take it. Let me take this URL curl like this. Now ls-l, ls-l. So file is not downloaded, but we are able to get the response. We are able to get the response. So what is the command I am using? Curl command I am using. Curl command I am using. These all are networking commands in the Linux that we need to understand. wget command is also available. Wget command is also available in the Linux. This is also a networking command to download the files. This is also a networking command which is used to download the files. Got it? wget. Now execute it. wget, sorry, is giving complete. Let me do like this. Remove this curl now. Just I'm executing wget. Just I'm getting wget. Now ls-l, ls-l. Can you see index.html downloaded? Can you see index.html downloaded? Cat index.html, cat index.html. Complete Google web page got downloaded. Complete Google web page got downloaded. So there are several networking commands available. There are several networking commands available in Linux. Networking in Linux. Networking commands in Linux. You guys can practice before coming to tomorrow's session. Networking commands, and I will give you some clarity on these commands in the tomorrow session. Networking commands in the Linux. The very first command I have executed is ifconfig. If ifconfig is not working, you have to install the net tools. I have installed ifconfig. Ifconfig is one command. Ping is one command. Curl is one command. wget is one command. Traceroute is one command. Telnet is one command. Telnet is one command. Like this, there are several networking commands available in Linux. Several networking commands we can work with. ifconfig, ping command, curl command, wget command. Like this, there are some commands are available. Okay, so syntax directly you can execute ifconfig. It will give you IP address details of your machine. Next one, here I can execute ping google.com. Whether you are able to connect to the Google or not, you can check it by using ping command. Curl command www.google.com. It will get the response from the Google. If you want to download the data, then you can go for wget http://www.google.com. It is going to download the file. These all are networking commands in the Linux. These all are networking commands that we can use in the Linux, right? ifconfig, which will display IP address details. Ping google.com, whether you are able to connect to the Google from your machine or not, it will display. Okay, curl www.google.com. Okay, wget, which is used to download the data. It is going to just get the response and display on the terminal. And here we are going to use wget command, which is used to download the data. You just try executing these syntaxes in your putty. They will work. This is the syntax I have given. Okay, fine. So tomorrow I will talk about these networking related commands in the Linux. So when you are working with Linux, you should know some networking related commands also. You should know some networking related commands also that we are going to discuss. Once the networking commands are completed, then we are going to start with shell scripting. Okay, fine guys. So I hope you understood what we discussed today. I gave the summary of last session, how I have deployed a static website in my Ubuntu OS, why I have created a security group, and how to install the Java, and how to check which version of Java is installed, how to compile a Java program, how to run the Java program, execution flow of a Java program, and how to install a specific version of the Java based on the company requirement. We need to install Java 8 or Java 9 or Java 11 or Java 17 or Java 7. Which version of Java you want, you can install like this. And some networking commands also available in the Linux. Networking commands also available in the Linux. So we need to understand what are these networking commands available and how to work with them. So tomorrow I will give some more overview related to these networking commands and will give the introduction for shell scripting. Guys, don't miss shell scripting classes because they are very important. Because tomorrow when you are working as a cloud engineer or DevOps engineer, you need to write some shell scripting. Shell scripting, nothing but programming we are going to do. So for the people who don't have the programming background, it will be little bit difficult to understand, right? If you miss the sessions, don't miss the sessions because shell scripting is very important. Okay, I will try to explain as much as in detail what is shell scripting, how to work with shell scripting. Okay, because I'm a programmer, my background is programming, so I can easily understand the scripting. If you are a programmer, you can easily understand. If you are a non-programmer, then it will take some time to understand that scripting. So don't miss the sessions for next 4 to 5 days, because shell scripting I will take for 4 to 5 days. Shell scripting is very important. Tomorrow in the job also, you have to do the scripting. While we are working with the Jenkins, we need to do the scripting. Okay, so that scripting is very important, that we are going to start from tomorrow. So don't miss the sessions. Don't miss the sessions. Good. Thank you. Please practice what we discussed in the today's session. We'll connect again in the tomorrow. Thank you guys. Good night. Bye-bye.